Alright, today, tomorrow, and the next day, I'll probably have 2 or 3 videos. I am making these, an amazing matched set of ice cream scooper and pizza cutter. Alright, today we've got a double up project. We have a chrome pizza cutter blade kit, which is actually really heavy duty and cool looking. And we're going to put it in one of these handles. So the way it works is we're going to drill a bigger hole here and thread that into the bottom and then thread the pizza handle onto this, and I think that's so that we could take the pizza cutter off the handle, run it through the dishwasher, put it back on. And I'll be using 2 of my elm burl green stabilized with dark blue swirly blanks, and they are basically 1.5 by 1.5. All right, I mounted this between centers here. I marked the center and put that right in there, and then I clipped it in this jaws, and that's holding it fairly well. And I'm going to just quick slide the edges off. And you can see the way I've got my tool, I'm getting a really nice cut. Nice long cut. I like this gouge. It's good metal, it's got a good edge on it, and turning this stuff is really close to turning concrete. Coming off, it's surprisingly more chippy than I had hoped. Son of a gun, buckaroo. Yeah, okay, there's a lesson in sharp tools. I just put a new edge on this and I cut it really well without any chipping or fallout or anything. Okay, so now that chipped out like nobody's business. This tool gets dull really quick. Alright, so here's the important safety tip about turning Alumilite and stabilized burls or wood. Sharpen often. This is extremely dull now because the cactus juice in these makes them, it just dulls your tools like nobody's business. Okay, I'm going to drill this out. I've got my Jacob's chuck and I put a mark on here for about my depth, and I'm going to turn this on and go in really slow and just kind of crank it in. Okay, now I've remounted it with some magic tape, and I'm going to do kind of a ball on the end. I think I might sort of copy this. Okay, let's give this a whirl. go. Now that's starting to look more like a bead. So I'm using my big 1/2-inch bowl gouge right now and just sneaking up on it. Okay, that was caused because of the dang camera angle. Gotta go. Okay, now I'm kind of fighting this. I just brought this end up, put some tape on there, and I've got a couple little scratches right here that I want to try and get out. I don't really want to sand them, but having it mounted like this is not really the best. Hoping I can just get away with it. Okay, so now to finish the story between how I got to here. While I had it mounted between centers with the tape on this end and held on that end, I was able to turn this down and sand it through all the grits, which nobody really wants to watch that. And then I put a little bit of CA glue on it and I polished it. If you want to see how I do CA finishes, I have other videos on that. And then I drilled this out again a lot bigger and did end up putting CA glue on it. I said I was going to use epoxy, but I used CA glue. So I ended up drilling this to 12 millimeters, putting the insert in, putting the handle on, and it fit and just worked really good. Alright, here's the correction for this handle that has this piece that goes in. I have hand drilled it up to 12 millimeter because I really don't feel like breaking this, and so it's barely going to twist in. I mean, it almost goes in without even these threads. So I'm going to put... Okay, seriously, what's for lunch? Should be pizza. And that is a stout handle. A little long maybe, but a pretty stout pizza cutter. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, tell your friends. Go to my other YouTube channel and subscribe. I need subscribers. Okay, so we got that going for us. This piece that's in there should be connected to this. What I was doing is working on this end, and I cut it down so it wasn't supported, and I touched it with the tool and it just whipped this right off.